Hello friends, welcome to Doubt Forum. This question is the sum of magnitudes of two forces acting at a point is 16 Newton. If the resultant force is 8 Newton and its direction is perpendicular to the smaller force, then the forces are, and here four options are given. As we can see that this question is based on the vector addition. So the first thing which we have to understand before we solve this question is the basics of vector addition. The vector addition means that how do we add two vectors? So the vector addition takes place. Let's suppose this is a vector A and there is another vector. Let's say the another vector is, this one is vector B. We represent this vector like this, vector A, and this would be vector B. If we want to add vector A to vector B, what we have to do? We have to simply place the tail of vector B on the head of vector A. So how do we do it? So let's put this. So we will simply put the tail of vector B to the head of vector A. So this would be our vector B. Now to find the resultant, all we have to do, we have to simply connect the tail of vector A with the head of vector B. And this yellow vector, let's say this is vector R, would be representing the vector A plus vector B. This is how the addition takes place. Let's take another example. Let's say this is vector A, this is vector A, and this is our vector B. And now if you want to add vector A with vector B, all we have to do, we have to simply put this vector from this position, and we will be simply putting it like this so that the head of vector A should lie on the tail of vector B. So this would be our vector B. Now if we simply connect the tail of vector A with the head of vector B, so this red vector would give us the resultant, and this would be vector R. And this vector R would be nothing but the sum of vector A and vector B. So this is how the vector addition is being done. Here in the question, it is mentioned that the sum of the magnitudes of two vectors acting at a point is 16 Newton. It means the magnitude of vector A plus the magnitude of vector B is given as 16. When we simply add the magnitude of different vectors, it is nothing but the simple mathematical sum, like 2 plus 4 is equals to 6 or 4 plus 4 is equals to 8. Here direction does not make any sense. So this is nothing but the simple addition of vector A with the vector B, or we can say the magnitude of vector A plus magnitude of vector B is equal to 16. This is the first condition given in the question. The second condition is given as the resultant force is 8 Newton. This resultant is showing that the vector A is being added to the vector B with this vector addition. So when the vector addition is being done, the resultant come out to be 8 Newton. And the one thing is also mentioned that the direction of the resultant is perpendicular to the smaller force. Let's say A is the smaller one. If A is the smaller one, so the resultant, let's say this, if we take this example here, if this A, vector A is the smaller one, so the resultant will be making an angle of 90 degree with the smaller vector. This is the given condition. So now what we will be doing here, we will be simply representing this condition using the diagram. So let's say this is vector A. So this is our vector A. And before I draw vector B, I will be drawing here the resultant vector, because it would be easier for us to understand or to draw up to the scale. Because the resultant vector is making a 90 degree angle with the smaller vector. So this angle here is 90 degree. So all we have to do is to connect these two things, and this would be our vector B. So this is the condition given. So this is our vector B, and this one is our vector R, or the resultant one. As we can see that it is given in the question that this angle is 90 degree. When this angle is 90 degree, all we have to do, we have to simply apply the Pythagoras theorem in order to find the relation between R, A and B. So this figure is a right angle triangle and the value of R is given to us and the value of R is given to us as 8 Newton. And if we apply the Pythagoras theorem here, we will be getting like B square would be equal to A square plus R square. So this is the outcome of Pythagoras theorem. And from here, if we simply replace this B square as 16 minus A square from this equation. So in place of B, I am writing here as 16 minus A whole square. This would be equal to A square plus R square would be 8 square because it is given to us. This would be 8 square. Now if you simply open this bracket, 16 square would be 256 plus A square minus 16 into 2 would be 32A, and the right hand side would be A square plus 64. So from here this A square and A square would cancel each other, and 256 minus 64 would be 32A, and this way this 32A would be 256 minus 64 would be 291, and from here the value of A would come out to be 192 divided by 32, and this would come out to be 6. When the value of A is 6, the value of B would be 16 minus 6 and the value would be 10. So answer 6 and 10 would be the correct one. So option A would be the correct one. So thank you for watching. If you still have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel Doubt Forum. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.